to the rhythm. The rhythm, not the rhythm. The rhythm, the rhythm. The rhythm, the rhythm. The rhythm, the rhythm, not the rhythm.
Kitty, kitty. Hello. Jacked and ripped as usual. I'm still working at the hotel here as a custodian. I'm just getting off work. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and been dieting actually for 2 weeks now. When I say dieting, I mean from getting lean to getting ripped, and just eating the same thing every day: turkey and ground turkey, ground chicken, eggs, and just cutting my carbs. So I always just cut my carbs. The thing is, when I used to diet cutting my carbs, I'd usually only do it for so long, and then I'd carb up, and I'd get pretty lean. But this time I'm going all the way, and I'm going to keep the carbs low until I shed every last little bit of fat, get me down to 5-6% body fat. So I just want to get it done fast. I don't want to prolong it by carb depleting and carbing up and having cheat meals. So I'm not having any cheat meals, just sticking to the diet. Like today it was just all ground turkey, a tiny little bit of pasta, not even enough to make a mark, and Brussels sprouts. And yeah, if I'm not working, I'm training, and if I'm not training, I'm working on the truck. So I don't do cardio. I get enough cardio at work. Like the other day, I was hauling shit up and down the linen up and down the stairs for the housekeeping women because the elevator broke down. That was first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. So I use all that to my advantage, and you can just use your work and your errands that you're doing to your advantage as to getting ripped. If the carbs are low, you will be burning into fat. So yeah, I got a 2000 Chevy Silverado pickup truck here, and I restored it 6 years ago. It was about 5-6 years ago when I first got it, and restored it. And then of course after 5 years, the rust starts coming back, and some other rust starts getting worse. So the ultimate goal was to grind out all the rust right down to the bare metal on all the lower rocker panels beneath the door, and sand right down to the, sand right down through the clear coat So that way I can prime it. So you always got to use primer prior to doing any top coats. You can get paint for cars or trucks, vehicles for Rust-Oleum spray paint or roll-on that say that it doesn't require primer and you can paint right over rust, but don't buy into that. It never works. I mean, it may do its job for a year and a half, depending on how much rust you're dealing with, but ultimately, if you want to keep that rust away for a long period of time, not have to do it again, you want to grind off all the rust with a grinder, and then you want to sand down the factory paint. You want to sand off the clear coat, and then you want to get your primer on there, and then you want to do your top coats, which I did of gloss white Rust-Oleum rust paint and primer, so it kind of gives me a double protection of primer. And I did 10 top coats of that, spraying back and forth, holding my finger on the nozzle, spraying back and forth fluently, so and gradually first coat's always a light coat, the second coat's light, third coat's a little heavier, and as you get into your fourth, fifth, sixth coat, you're going heavier and heavier, where you're on your eighth or ninth coat, and that's a little excessive, but once you get to that level, the paint builds up pretty thick, and it will hide any imperfections in the metal. And you want to do it so the last few coats are very thick, but without dripping. You don't want to get drips. And then once you get it all on there, you let that cure and dry real hard. Hopefully you got hot weather, and let that cure and dry for a good week. And then check it out, see how it looks. If you want to perfect it even more than what it is, you can take wet sandpaper. It's very fine black wet sandpaper, and you want to get a spray bottle and spray down that aluminum on your car nice and wet, and sand it, and that'll sand off any kind of little imperfections in your paint, whether it be just imperfections. It could be any kind of imperfection, but it's going to sand that right down. Just a light sand, it's going to get rid of that. And then from there, you could go on to buffing it. And I got a bunch of attachments for my drill. They go on the end of your drill, so your drill spins pretty fast. So I got all my different sanding, coarse sandpaper. They're round like this, and you put them on the end of your drill on a drill bit, and you can but anyway, I've been doing that, so it's been pretty exhausting, and just staying locked in and focused, and doing what I gotta do with all that shit. So And I was lucky because it well, we've been getting rain here in Edmonton, Alberta every day since the beginning of June. So I had a couple days to where I grinded it and sanded and then primed, and then I had literally one day just to get the paint on, and then I had 3 days or 3 hours, then I had 3 hours drying time on my paint, and then immediately after it started raining. So I'm not gonna mess with it until it stops raining and we get a dry hot spell, and then I can see how much the paint has actually cured, and then I can take it from there. So yeah, I mean, as a bodybuilder, you take on different hobbies, and if you got an old car or an old truck and you live in a climate to where you have 4 months of winter with a lot of gravel and dirt and salt on the roads, most people's trucks here start getting all rusted out, and I'm talking brand new trucks start getting their first signs of rust after 3 or 4 years. So it's a thing. I mean, you can either let your vehicle just turn into a rusted shit box and let it depreciate, but the kind of aluminum that they're putting on cars today is eventually going to rust right through, and create a hole in the metal. It's not like the old trucks from the 60s, 70s, and 80s that used good quality, thick metal. It's this cheap, thin aluminum. And if you don't take care of a little bit of rust right away, it spreads like cancer. It's actually pretty enjoyable to do, and you can see how guys are doing it on YouTube. And I'm not talking professionals. I mean, you can see how professionals are doing it on clips on Instagram, and they do an absolutely immaculate job. Which you can try to do the best job you can. But if it's just if it's an old truck or an old car, it doesn't really have to be shiny and sexy to the point, well, not even sexy, but it doesn't have to look factory right off the lot. I mean, you're painting on steel. I mean, it's a chunk of metal you're driving from point A to point B. And I mean, look at the Mad Max vehicles. They're all rusted out, parts welded on, and they look badass. Something doesn't have to be perfectly shiny and looking brand spanking new in order for it to be badass, look badass. With trucks, some of the best trucks are those redneck trucks to where guys just got rid of the rust and used some Rust-Oleum spray paint on there real thick and did a good job, and it's kind of got a look, it takes on a look of its own, eh? It doesn't have that gay factory look, It's like running shoes, eh? Back in the 70s, it wasn't cool to have brand new running shoes. soon as you got a pair of brand new running shoes, you want to scuff them up and get them looking a little dirty, because then they look badass, you know. Same thing with a truck or the right kind of car. You don't want it to look perfect and all shiny, and you want it to look like you did it yourself. That's what's going to make it look the best. So keep that in mind, you know. If you're not, if you're bodybuilding, you can add that as an additional thing to your life, because now you're not just working on your body, you're working on the body of your car, you're working on the body of your truck, working on the body of your van, and it's like an extension of your training. You're not just training yourself, you're not just bodybuilding yourself, you're creating a new look and a new body for your vehicle. It's just piss and rain right now. I'm just gonna go home and flip and sleep. It's kind of hard for me to make these videos because I'm so exhausted. Even just talking, you know, and driving, it's exhausting. It's exhausting. My head hurts, you know. And by the time I'm done working and training and working on the truck, I, you know, meal prep, doing dishes, keeping the house clean. Really don't have a shitload of energy left for anything. Like, honestly, the windshield wipers are going here, and it's raining, and I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep at the wheel. So I mean, you can understand why I haven't made a video in a long time. It's not like I'm a YouTube, social media celebrity making money. Every single car that you see on the road, we're all slaves. It's the slave race, driving around in these aluminum buckets. Ah, fucking slow down, you stupid fucking people, just fucking driving like they don't give a fuck about anybody else. Like they're so important that they gotta be somewhere so flippin' quick that they put everybody else's life at risk. Usually some fucking redneck fucking goof behind the fucking wheel of a fucking truck. Fucking assholes. I fucking hate asshole drivers. Here's one right behind me now. Got a good mind just to fucking slow down. Yeah, pass me, buddy. Fucking get past me, you fucking cunt. You're gonna fucking hit a red light just like I'm gonna fucking hit a red light. Going nowhere fast, dipshit. These fucking assholes. Yeah, it's just a fucking shit show of fucking slavery hell. That's all it is. If you're gonna be in a shit show of slavery from hell, hopefully you have cool employees or employers that you're working with or for. Oh yeah. Oh. Just pissed now. Put my windshield wipers on full speed now. Just pissing. Oh God. Fuck. Oh. Tupperware. Fuck me. Yeah. Let's just keep fucking oh fuck. Classic fucking blob my mouth off while I'm driving. It's fucking calling me Sam Sulek. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, fuck.